Yes, welcome all. So let's get to listen to the president engagement to the space. But we are actually experiencing some difficulties in connectivity.
Thank you very much. Sorry, gentlemen, about technology has its own challenges, but I hope I'm audible.
That was the voice of the
Okay.
president. Is actually experiencing some.
So, as I said earlier, maybe I did not, I got cut off. As I said earlier, somewhere in 2020 actually, I did make the following assertion that the conversation in Kenya is going to change and that I was going to push for the change of conversation in Kenya away from positions, away from tribes, away from ethnicity, into the realm of things that are of important to all of us: jobs, opportunities, business, what we can do together for the future. I am very happy that today we are having that conversation. Only that in 2020, I did not imagine that that conversation will be on X itself. Otherwise, I'm very happy to be here. I acceded to the request of many young people who said I should come to X and have an engagement with them so that I can do the most important thing I have been accused of not doing: listening. And that is why I'm here. I'm here to listen. And hopefully I will be able to answer some of the questions that you have, listen to your ideas, listen to some of the suggestions you have, and see how we can forge something for all of us as a country going into the future together. So I'm very happy to be here, and welcome to this conversation. I know we have citizens, young people from different parts of Kenya and also maybe outside Kenya. Karibuni sana.
Yes, just actually experiencing some technical issues. I think the president's account has been reported, and you feel like
Okay.
you're not getting anything from him because he goes silent. It's connect and disconnect at the same time. So right here, you can see the president is actually speaking. But it's really taking time to connect on that. You can hear from the background when he says it's still meeting. Is it still connecting? That is, So you're just here to have this beautiful conversation over here. We analyze, we talk, because this is a free space. We need to give our views to exactly what William Ruto, who is the President of the Republic of Kenya, what is he saying to the young generation who are the Gen Zs and the Millennium. Yes, it's not connecting. This thing is not connecting. It's actually indicating that I'm speaking, but it's not even connecting. So you wonder what's not happening. You actually wonder what's not happening because some information will be just be breached information, and also we don't have to be experiencing these uh, things right now, because at 2 p.m. actually the space has been really misbehaving. Yes, it's showing us Pepe. It's really showing us Pepe. So it's really tricky. You know, it's not even connecting. So I'm just wondering what's not happening. It's actually it need to connect here. But when you press the connection, it's not adding up. You can like the video as we await the connectivity. Actually 94 plus K people are watching the space. This thing is not opening. Oh my goodness. Because of the copyright, it's not opening. Now, how will the president say that he has actually engaged the youth when his space it's misbehaving like this? Because I've just wasted like an hour, you know, without hearing anything from him. He wasted like 50 minutes, you know, just trying to connect. And he came in saying that, you know, technology has its own thing. At the same time, you feel like, oh my goodness. I don't know what's not happening, but I hope it's going to connect. Or are they limiting people from connection? Are they limiting people from connecting or what? It's actually a Luther continua. Let's listen. Previously I had joined, but the host, who is the president, his network was really buffering. I don't know if the account has been reported. I actually don't know. So we are trying to reconnect again. It's not actually connecting. I don't know what it should be done. Oh my goodness. What? 3,000. What's not happening? Maybe let me try to connect it from the other side. I'm wondering exactly what's not happening. It's crazy.
Okay, proceed any further. My mic working. Working. Yeah.
What's not happening? What's not happening? The X-Space is misbehaving. The X-Space is actually misbehaving. Is this what we should be experiencing actually? Come on. Oh, this one has refused. I guess I don't know what to do. Maybe we should use another person's, like maybe the spokesperson. Like I can see the tweet of Larry Madoyo. Is William Ruto the first African president to engage citizens direct on experts? Let's listen from this. This one too is not even saying anything. The X space is not adding up. Oh my goodness. What's not happening? The X space, you see, I'm trying to connect, but it's actually bringing headache. I don't know if these things has been compromised or what.
As requested and promised requested by and promised to the activity and the first list expressed today. We are hosting together with Pedro and the president is here as a president again and very well experiences and he has been to the campaign. Was something at the beginning, it's an open forum, we very difficult to please keep your questions as brief as possible and respectful. If you can limit your questions to just 2 minutes, then 2 minutes for each person. As you can imagine, many people say engage. And again, the foreign policy, and the economic status of the country, not about the livelihood of the common mananchi. Surely, Mr. President, we need you to be with you. Be empathetic. Your government should be empathetic.
We should stop this issue of police brutality. That's what we want right now. Personally, the police came to my house at 3 a.m. They broke into my house. They refused to identify themselves, and that was it. We were abducted. It was like kidnapping. Hii mambo mimi sikumbuki, nilikuwa nadhani mambo ya ngumi. Mr. President tulishikwa, tukapigwa. They even stole some stuff from our house. Imagine askari anakuja, ako na bunduki anaingia kwa nyumba, ako na mask. 12 of them with 12 cars arresting a single guy, an armed citizen. Alafu ukimwambia mbona anakuja kushika, anakupiga. In the meantime bado anachukua vitu kwa nyumba yako. Unapelekwa police fulani hata ujini, not even a police station. When my friends were reporting the issue to the police station, they are not even aware. For my case, they even went to Parkland police station. That's where I was arrested. The OCPD told the guys, we know about this thing, but will not take any action. Meaning it was very criminal. The OCPD, Parkland police station, OCPD, deputy OCPD was very much aware what was going on. We were not booked in any single police station. We were taking a certain house. I think it was a safe house or something. I was blindfolded. Some guys were blindfolded for like 12 hours. Surely, Mr. President, are we in a terrorist country? We just want you to answer that.
Okay.
This why we're in this space.
Thank you very much, my friend. I regret your situation. If that is the kind of treatment you have gone through, I apologize. And I will take action in this manner. No Kenya. And I made a commitment to the people of Kenya that there will be no extrajudicial killing. There will be no River Yala. There will be no, we used to have 20, 30 bodies in the Bayala. When I came into office, I said nothing of that is ever going to happen. And I want to promise the people of Kenya that that will not happen under my watch. However, I have had the kind of horror you have gone through. That is not right. What I will do after this engagement, I would like, I don't know, in a very secretive way, if you can send me the details of what happened, I will be able to take action because you don't deserve the kind of treatment that you went through. Let me also say the following. You have talked about empathy. Maybe, people are born differently. Maybe we empathize in different ways. For the case of the floods, I even convened a whole cabinet meeting to just respond to that matter of floods. 3 cabinet meetings. My minister was on the ground. I was myself in Jamaica, in person. I came there in Jamaica. And for the first time, my brother, for the first time, normally when people are removed from places, they are brutalized. They are removed and nobody cares about where they go. Nobody cares about what happens to them. For the first time in the history of Kenya, I made sure that every Kenyan who was living in the riparian reserve was given money for alternative accommodation. We paid every Kenyan who left that place 10,000 shillings to be able to relocate away from the danger of the floods that were on the river. I mean, it was the best that I could do in that circumstance. And I promised them that under our housing program, because we now have their list, under our housing program, we are going to consider them the first beneficiaries of our social housing program. I made that commitment in public. If you ask our peers for housing, they already have the data on these Kenyans who were removed from the riparian reserve, who had to be relocated and relocated for their own safety. For your information, we lost many Kenyans who were sleeping there, but they were carried by the floods. And it was the best thing that I could do. I went there in person. My minister was there consistently. I had 3 different cabinet meetings to attend the issue. We committed close to 400 million to make sure that those Kenyans who were in that situation were attended to. Maybe it wasn't enough. Maybe I should have done more. Maybe then I should apologize for not doing more. But to the best of my ability, it is the first time the government of Kenya is providing money to relocate people who have been affected in situations like the one in the flood.
Okay, Mr. President, on the issue of Githurai, you said there was only one casualty, which is a lie. Mr. President, nakwambia tu kweli. Githurai inasemekana there are more than 200 people who were shot dead. Some wengine hata hawajulikani mahali wako saizi, vile tunaongea ukweli saizi. In Rongai, they shot some guys pia, wakaficha wakakwambia ni mtu mmoja. Na ni kweli reality kwa ground watu walikuwa wanauliwa. Ila ni kweli watu walikuwa wanauliwa. Tulikuwa huko, wote tulikuwa maandamano. Alafu kuna issue nyingine. This rogue cop amekuwa kichapa watu risasi, anachapa watu risasi open air, kila mtu ana cameras are there. The DCI doesn't do anything about it. Amekuwa all over social media, in the media, but we don't even say a word about him. His name is Murangiri. That killer cop ameua watu. Watu wanazikwa kila siku sababu yake. Juzi ilikuwa last week Wednesday nilikuwa town. Nilimwona akitembea tu town vizuri. Along Moi Avenue, very happy, very healthy. He's a killer cop. Nothing has been done to him. Even if we got complaint of kitambo. For how long should we be talking about this? About the killer cops?
Sorry. You can go ahead, Mr. President. My good brother, you know, it is good to be brutally honest. And I will not, as president, or even as a Kenyan, ever say anything that is not factual, especially on a very serious matter of people losing lives. Are you saying 200 people were killed in Githurai? Really? I mean, my friend, I mean, where are and the family stepped forward. People who are saying our members of our family are missing. They went to Mandamano or they went to picket and they did not come back. 200 people is not a joke, my friend. So I really want to plead with you. I am sorry to tell you, you have wrong numbers. I'm sorry to tell you that. It is
Mr.
not
President,
possible.
we even have the names. It's all over social media. After season, there's a post, there's a story.
What about social media? I want to offer you. I want to offer you.
You have the
Tomorrow,
and the
I want to offer you to bring the names and family members of the people who are saying their loved ones are not there. Don't even take them anywhere. Bring them to State House. Them family members who are saying, I have lost so-and-so. My fellow, a member of my family was there on Monday last week. He went to Mandamano and he didn't come back. And where possibly are the bodies? You know? So I mean, really, my good friend, it is just good to be, you know, we are dealing with a very serious issue. Please let us not use information that is not verified. It just helps to create a situation that is not correct.
Mr. President, I have another question too. Kindiki yesterday.
Tupatie wengine nafasi at least ya co-host.
Ya mwisho alafu nimuulize alafu ni mwingine. Mr. President, jana Kindiki alisema guys were being arrested, not abducted. When a guy is arrested, it means the area police station or the area OCS OCPD is aware. When I was arrested, Parkland's deputy OCPD was not aware. meaning these abductions are very illegal, right?
Let me say the following on matters of abduction. You know, fact, let us agree fact that the era of extrajudicial killing is no longer with us. There is a new problem called abduction. And it is something that I am going to exercise my mind on, because the police have clear rules of how to arrest citizens if they have to arrest citizens. There is a clearly stipulated procedure on how that is done. And if anything is done outside the procedure, then it is illegal and it is punishable. So when the police arrest somebody, they must declare to that person that they are policemen, they are arresting this person for this and that and that and that, and they take him to a place that is known. So that is a matter that I will take up and I will deal with it.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. President. Otero, tuko na wewe bado utauliza maswali, naona umeanza wewe ni Otero, so naomba ndio utafanya. Tupatie watu wengine chance. We we'll take 3 people, 3 at a time faster. We have, I'll bring in Alai, followed by Edith, followed by Gray, and then you can give Wakili after that 4. So again,
Hussein, I really don't think Alai should speak, because his comments will be biased. This space is basically about what we are going through in the street. Alai doesn't know about it. In short, Alai amekuwa akiongea mbali hivi story ya maandamano. I really don't think
Alai can speak for himself. We can't limit anybody from speaking. Everybody has the freedom to speak here.
No, Alai is very bad.
So
thank you.
That's how it is.
Maran can speak, but Alai, no, he hasn't been against this.
Thank you. Otero, I've been an advocate of freedoms for a very long time, especially when you don't agree. So I would ask you to learn that lesson, that you should listen to people, especially when they don't agree with you. And that's what the president is trying to do here. We don't agree with him, and that's why we want him to listen to us, and he agreed to come to this space. And moving forward, I really want to tell the president that, Mr. President, you know that your success is our success, and we really want you to succeed. The problem is that I don't know if you really want yourself to succeed as a president of Kenya. Because from the moment you got to be the president, there are things you did which I think just sabotaged your presidency. When you decided to say that you are not going to listen to intern doctors, I said, does the president know what he's doing? Because he's touching the hearts of Kenyans. These are the people who spend most of their time in public hospitals. When the president didn't take up the matter of pending bills and tell the counties and the national government to pay the pending bills, you know that one is touching the middle class, the working class. And these are the people who mobilize their children, called Gen Zs. And they came out and said no. When you removed Linda Jamini, when we interfered with Edu Afia, when we saw your friends and very close associates working with bands of money, 10, 20 million in churches, Mr. President, I think you sabotage your own presidency. And that's why I ask myself that the president really tells us that he means well for the country. But is he really meaning well for himself? Because unless somebody else is the president who is doing all these things, the second and last question, because I don't want to spend more time, I'm an elected official in Nairobi, Mr. President, is the issue of Nairobi on-source revenue, which we have asked, we have investigated, we have been taken around. It was KRA which is collecting that money. We have taken to the office of the president. Finally, we were told that it's being collected in State House by some agency. We can't get, I'm the vice chairman of ICT in Nairobi City County Assembly. But nobody knows who is collecting the revenue for Nairobi City County, Mr. President. It really saddens me, because if that revenue was collected in a transparent and verifiable manner, then you know, Mr. President, some of these bills would be taken up by the counties and it will not come to you in the national government so as to pay those bills, Mr. President. Those are the only questions which I have. Thank you.
Thank you, Alai. Edith?
Yeah, thank you for the chance to ask a question.
Edith, are you with us? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay, let's go to Gray if Edith is not responding.
Hello, hello, hello.
All right, thank you so much.
Hello.
Hussein. This is Grayson. Hussein, can you hear me? Otero unanisikia?
I can hear Eddie and I can hear the other gentleman.
I'd like to ask my
All right,
question
can I-
if you can all hear
Okay,
me.
let's have one person speak. Gray speak.
All right, thank you so much, Hussein. Edith, I'm sorry. So, Your Excellency, my name is Grayson Maro. My question to you is one, and my question is on this very, very emotive and very, topic that we love talking about as a country, which is corruption. I know your stand on corruption. You have spoken about it many times. You don't condone corruption. You don't want corruption to happen in your government. But then I want to point out something. Recently, there was a scandal, with the fertilizer, and the CS was, impeached, or a motion was tabled in the National Assembly by a member of parliament for him to be impeached. But what happened later is that, the same members of parliament from your political party, the UDO party, went ahead and saved this particular cabinet secretary. What does that speak, to your stand regarding corruption? Do you support corruption on one hand, but on the other hand, because he is your CS, these are your members of parliament, they go ahead and flop that motion that was supposed to impeach this particular cabinet secretary. My last question, as a young person, there is a challenge of jobs in this country. But a month ago or so, in the day list, there was a freeze that the public service is not hiring anymore. What are you trying to tell young people? Yet you say each and every day you want to ensure that we give jobs to these young people who go to school but don't have jobs out here. People are, forced to do things that they shouldn't be doing and doing through the education system. If I can get a response to those two issues, I'd really appreciate it. Thank you.
Grayson,
Do I
your question.
answer those, or I thought we said we take three people? Can we take maybe Eddie? Eddie was somewhere. There is a lady called Eddie was somewhere or something.
Edith Kimani.
Otero, from my end, I see she's a listener. Maybe you can add her to speak from what I'm able to see on my end.
Okay.
As we wait for the engagement, can I proceed and answer?
Yes, please.
Thank you very much. Alai has mentioned three things. Mr. Alai, I want to tell you, Mheshimiwa, that I am acutely clear that even if I don't succeed, I want Kenya to succeed. The one thing that I am very clear about is what do we do? We change the status of many Kenyans. Intern doctors. There was a long conversation with intern doctors. I made sure that they were attended to. I met the leadership of the intern doctors myself, finally, and we did make an agreement on how to sort out the intern doctor situation, including I have factored in this budget with their concurrence. When I agreed with them, we were supposed to sort out their arrears in 3 years. I offered to sort them out in 1 year after I engaged with them, and the money is in the budget. As I talk to you, I have even today decided that even with a cut of the finance bill, I will still make sure that they are sorted out. The issue of pending bills. My good brother, we have pending bills in the region of 650 billion.
enterprises of Kenyans because government is not paid. The third thing that you have said about Linda Mama or Linda Jamii and Edu Afya, I have done three things. Maybe the explanation. Let me give you the explanation. On Linda Mama. Am I audible?
Yes, you are, Mr. President. Sorry about that.
What we are doing is under our universal health coverage, I promise the people of Kenya that we need to ensure that we don't leave other Kenyans behind. Under our universal health coverage, in which this year we now have a budget for it, we are going to scale up the benefits of Linda Mama. That's why we have brought it, we have scaled it up into universal health coverage. We want it to reach more Kenyans. That's number one. Number two, we want to enhance the benefits. The benefits were 2,500 for women giving birth in hospital, in smaller hospitals, 5,000 and maximum of 17,000. We have now changed that. From 2,500, we have moved the benefit to 11,000. And we have moved the upper benefit to 32,000. That is not a derogation. That is an upgrading of Linda Mama. Number two, Edu Afya. What we are doing with Edu Afya is that we are universalizing the universal health is universalizing insurance so that every Kenyan, and you know, I made this absolutely clear, and that is why we have changed the law so that not just the students who are in school, but every Kenyan, even those who are not in school, will now be beneficiaries of our chief social health. We, instead of having NHIF, we are now going to have social health.
I hope you see my network is not there. My Wi-Fi has died. I have decided to buy bundles, so we can continue. Sorry for inconvenience, guys. I hope we are going to catch up on this. I'm wondering why the voice is not coming up. Yes, in the comment section, you can just let me know. The network has been an issue over here, and I've just decided to buy myself a bundle because my Wi-Fi has an issue. So I'm trying to refresh an app here so that you can hear the voice of the president and the youth over here who are trying to give their views to the president to answer them directly. But meanwhile, you can just say hello to the comment section. Let's try to reconnect again. Yes. I hope from here I'm going to hear now from the engagement. Oh my goodness. The space thing is giving a headache and a very tough time at the same time. Bundles are hectic to use. I'm wondering what happened to the Wi-Fi. My Wi-Fi is not working. You see, no internet over here. There's no internet. So I've connected it with my hotspot. So as you can see, it's really connecting very slowly over here. And we actually want to listen to what the president has to say, especially to this engagement with the youth, you know. Okay, sorry. Yeah, okay. Thank you. But my Wi-Fi, it's really a hard, you know, it's giving me actual headache. So I had to buy bundles. But the bundles now on the laptop is not even adding up because it's buffering. It's actually buffering and it's not connecting. So it's only showing me over here alone. And I'm wondering what's not happening. I actually need to be space needs a very strong network because even the president himself on his space, it did not connect like maybe it was being reported or somehow because right now where he is speaking is actually being co-hosted by Sir Arab Alot. He's the one who is live right now and it's being co-hosted with Muhammad, who is the spokesperson. Yes, it's trying to connect actually. You can just give the live a like kindly. William Ruto is speaking, but now oh my goodness. Sometimes you ever feel like you should do something and that thing just goes astray. It disappoints you. This is the situation that I'm in right now. You know, so I'm losing most of the people who are actually, listening so direct to me or to my platform. And oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's hectic. I'm just laughing. Yeah. Oh my goodness. It's not adding up. I'm sorry for that. How I hope that it will connect, and maybe when it does, the time will have already ended. So maybe you can just check on the comment sections. You see, it's actually connected, but the voices are not coming. So I don't know who is speaking right now because I can see all mics are off. Guys, you can see the all mics, even from the president, that is William Samoei Ruto, Hussein Muhammad, who is the co-host, and the host who's the Rap L. Yes, let's see. Let's see. The space actually has been misbehaving since from 2 p.m. It has been actually misbehaving. So I actually don't know what's happening right now, but I really hope that everything is okay. Let us read the comments over here as you wait to hear from that. Let's check the comments. I hope the comments also it's going to open up. It's not responding also. Not opening up. I'm trying to open the comments. You have 17,000 comments, 566 actually. There's a lot of comments. I know those are questions being posted to the President of the Republic of Kenya to actually respond to them, to the view of the Gen Zs and the millennial and the youth at large. Now you see, the bundles have not even helped me, but it's showing that they have depleted already. I feel so bad. I feel so bad. Yes, all the mics have been suspended. The host mic, the co-hosts, and that of the president and the other, actually, they're not on. So I don't know what's going on. I actually don't know what's going on. Maybe I should check on the other side. I think I will end my life from here because this thing is not adding up. It's not adding up.